It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary. Dictionary. It's the dictionary. It's the dictionary.
Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. Hello, everybody. I'm not going to talk like this the whole episode, although it would be fun. My name is Spencer. We got more new words that were added to the Oxford Dictionary in March of 2025, so let's talk about them. The first one is social constructionism. Noun: a theoretical approach which regards certain aspects of human experience and knowledge as originating within and cultivated by society or a ... A group of people probably is what it was going to say. Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about this at the end of the previous episode with social construct. I don't know, let's put a link in the show notes for social constructionism. Just the idea of just the society creating these ideas that become real to them. But are they real? Is anything real? That link will cover the next few words. The next one is social constructionist. Noun and an adjective. It is a proponent or adherent of social constructionism. So if you believe social constructionism, then you would be a social constructionist. What would be the opposite? If you don't believe social constructionism, do you believe that these... I don't know. How could you argue with it? I don't know. I'm not so smart. Next, we have social construction. Now, it's a little different. Social constructivism. Constructivism, not constructionism. This is different. So this one is a theoretical approach. I'm comparing it to social constructionism as I read. See if it's different. A theoretical approach which regards certain aspects of human experience and knowledge as originating within and cultivated by society or a ... And it was the exact same definition, so they're the same. And then we go on to social constructivist. Adjective and noun, of or relating to social constructivism or social constructivists, and then also the same, it equals the same term as social constructionist, which was a proponent or adherent of social constructionism / social constructivism. Okay, so social constructivist seems like it's more of an adjective than a noun, but social constructionist is more of a noun than an adjective, but they are both. All right, enough of those hardish words to say. We are now moving on to soft lad. 2 words. Soft lad. Noun: a stupid or foolish man or boy. An idiot. Frequently as a form of address, either contemptuous or affectionate and familiar. Those are pretty different. Affectionate and familiar or contemptuous. Nice or mean. That's what it comes down to. Hey, soft lad. Get your butt over here, you idiot. You're the town soft lad. I often feel stupid and foolish and idiotic, so I guess you could call me a soft lad. And I haven't been able to do as much working out and stuff, so I am getting a little soft, a little soft. But very soon, I shall be working out more. These are the things that you need to know about me. Next, we have spelt. S-P-E-L-T. Adjective. It's kind of nice doing these new entry episodes because you get to go through more of the dictionary, more of the letters in the alphabet, because otherwise I'm just focused on one letter, and it's like, oh, there's so many words that start with this letter. But here we get the whole range of letters in a shorter amount of time. All right, back to spelt. Adjective. It's talking about dried beans. And it means pounded, crushed, or split with a pestle, millstone, or other implement, typically for use as flour or food for horses. And then there's some more information. So the spelt is the adjective. So they would be spelt beans when you dry them, and then you grind them up into a powder or something, and then you give it to the horses for the food. Here's your spelt food, horses. Now quit bugging me. I'm gotta go do my other farming chores. Spelt. If it's been crushed, split with a messel, millstone, or other thing, then it has been spelt, because it's pretty close to split. Maybe somebody just misheard split or missaid split, and it came out as spelt. Next, we have spice bag. 2 words. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I always make sure to keep my spice bag with me in my purse. I got my spice bag in there. Like, oh, well, which spices do you want? We got cardamom, we got turmeric, we got garlic, we got umami, we got everything but the leftovers. We got all of the spices in my bag. Okay, what is this for real? It is a noun. A takeaway meal, usually sold from either Chinese food outlets or fish and chip shops, typically consisting of chips, shredded deep fried chicken, ... Okay, so I'm a little confused by this because, I don't think that those are particularly spicy. Chinese food can be spicy or have spices in it. And it's a spice bag? This is so interesting. I've never heard of this before. And I'm seeing pictures of maybe poutine. Well, chips, that's the fish and chips. The chips are the fries, as we call them here. But yes, the place of origin is Ireland. And so yes, this is a more regional kind of a term. A spice bag, also called spice box or a spicy box. It's a fast food dish popular in most of Ireland. I looked this up, so I'm not reading this off the top of my head. Popular in most of Ireland and inspired by Chinese cuisine. The dish is most commonly sold in Chinese takeaway in Ireland and Irish-themed restaurants elsewhere. Typically, a spice bag consists of deep-fried salt and chili chips. Yes, please, thank you, now. Also, salt and chili chicken. I would need, of course, the vegan version of that. It's usually shredded, but occasionally in balls and wings. Red and green peppers, spiced chili peppers, fried onions, and a variety of spices. That's why it's called a spice bag or a spice box, because it's got so many damn spices in it. Vegetarian or vegan option often is available, in which deep-fried tofu takes the place of shredded chicken. It is sometimes accompanied by a tub of curry sauce. Oh, I want this so bad. The main ingredients: fried chicken. I got no problems with tofu and fried tofu. I eat that stuff, but in a context like this, I think I would need a vegan chicken substitute to make it the most possible authentic situation. So the main ingredients are fried chicken, Sichuan pepper, 5-spice powder, Thai chili, onions, peppers, chips, salt. Oh, yes. Please. Spice bag. It's a funny name. Is it in a bag? It seems like it's sometimes in a box because they call it a spice box too. All right. I am very pleased now to know about this spice bag / box, and I want some. Next, we have successory. Successory? So it's the word successor with a Y. It is a noun, and it's just a successor. Also, the right of succession is the successory. And you can also spell it with an A-R-Y instead of an O-R-Y at the end if you like. If you're not a fan of O's, but you love the A's. So just a successor is a successory. It's probably an older term, but then why are we getting it into the dictionary now? Is this a newer term that has come up? Is this related to the show Succession? Which, man, I watched, I think, most of the first season of that, and it's very good, and I liked it, but it is intense and frustrating given our current political climate, and I was like, I can't keep on going with this. All right, next, we have Sugar Skull. These have been around a while. but I guess now the dictionary just realized it. It is a noun, and it is a decorative representation of a human skull or skeleton, originally crafted from sugar, but now also sometimes from clay, made for or associated with ... and I believe that they are going to say made for or associated with the Day of the Dead, the Days of the Dead, Dios de los Muertos, I think mostly in Mexico. What is it? October 31st, November 1st, November 2nd. I think those are the days. I might be off a day, but it's very related to Halloween. It's that time of year where they are. Well, the movie Coco it deals a lot with this, and I feel like everybody should be. Most everybody's aware of this by now, but I guess possibly not. That's a sugar skull. You've seen these. I should post a picture of a sugar skull. Although my whole alphabet thing will be off if I post these things in the S's when I'm going to be talking about the G's, but that's okay. Yeah, they're just beautiful pieces of art, and it's very sad that they are not made of sugar anymore, or I'm sure some still are. I don't know if I've ever eaten one. Like, do people eat it? They must eat it. Some of them are so beautiful, you just want to decorate it. I've seen these in stores, and those are probably the ones made from clay and such. But yeah, I think we need to make it a thing, like more sugar in the sugar skull. That's going to be my protest. More sugar in the sugar skull. More sugar in the sugar skull. And then we should eat them. All right, next we have super cycle. Now, I was hoping that this would be, some sort of bike, motorcycle, tricycle, something that is super. I don't know how it is super. Does it have more wheels? Does it go faster? Is it just bigger? But it's not. This is a noun, and it is in the economics world. Originally, a long growth period in a financial market. But now, especially an unusually extended period of strong demand growth. So the first, originally, it was the long growth period in a financial market. So I guess in the market, maybe it's the stocks, maybe it's a business. The things are growing over a very long period of time. They're making more money, I guess. It's a super cycle. But now it's an unusually extended period of strong demand growth. So maybe it's a business again, and they're seeing a very long time of, people are really demanding our product. We're doing very, very well. Our numbers are going up consistently, a good percentage every month, and this is very good for us. We're in a super cycle. It's gonna end. We got to be prepared for when it's gonna end. It can't last forever. Nope. We're in a cycle that has been superfied. Next, we have support system. This is a noun. It is a network of people, such as friends, family, community members, etc., who can be relied on to provide emotional support or practical assistance in ... in times of need. That's probably what it was going to say. Your support system. I hope everybody has a good support system, but a lot of people don't. They just, for whatever reason, maybe they don't have a lot of people in their life that they can trust in this way, that can be relied on to help them in times of need. Either physical, hey, I need to move this furniture. I need to be picked up from jail, from the hospital, or emotional situations. Hey, I'm going through a time. I need to talk to somebody. I need to text or call or go out and vent, but I can't do it on my own. Don't want to do it on my own. I'm not in a mental state to do it on my own. I need some help. That's where the support system comes in. So, hey, hopefully you can find a support system if you don't have it. And hopefully you can be a good support system as well. I think I'm set. Although I never need it. I never need a support system. Everything's perfectly fine. All good. Next, we have susto or susto, susto. Noun. This is in parts of Latin America and among Spanish-speaking communities in the U.S. and elsewhere. That's our context. Pretty long context. We're not going to get much of a definition. It is a condition believed by some to occur as a... Okay, well, we got to obviously look this up because we lost so much space to the context. Susto, I guess I should look up susto condition. It's a cultural bound syndrome prevalent in Latin American cultures. A cultural bound syndrome. It is a folk illness characterized by a sudden fright or shock that causes the soul to leave the body, resulting in various physical and psychological symptoms. Okay. Susto is typically caused by a terrifying or traumatic event such as witnessing violence, experiencing a near-death experience, and being threatened or attacked. Well, I guess we gotta say it right now. I'm in the Chicago area. Today is October 8th, and this ICE National Guard situation is pretty freaking messed up, and they are definitely targeting mostly Latin American people, Spanish people, Hispanic people, and so they are probably experiencing a lot of susto right now because they are being taken away, yanked away, not doing anything wrong. Yeah, okay, so I think we got a lot of susto going on. Obviously, this is, it says indigenous, this is a folk illness, but, you know, there definitely could be some truth to this. I mean, also, like, witness, any of these are traumatic events, your body is going to react to that in some way. And so, you know, I think from this indigenous cultural, spiritual explanation, they're like, the saying, the soul is leaving the body, when that's going to cause some problems in the body. You know, whether or not that's true, that's not for me to say. But yeah, there's going to be some problems. Here, physical symptoms may include headache, body aches, fever, insomnia, loss of appetite, diarrhea. Psychological symptoms may include anxiety, depression, nightmares, fear, and feeling of being haunted. All problems. Never heard of susto. All right, next we have sweatbox. One word. It is a verb, so it's not the actual box that you go into to sweat, like a sauna. This is a transitive verb, but it is to place in a sweatbox. In various senses of that noun. So if you want to go into a sauna, a sweatbox, I don't know if there's other sweatboxes, then you would be sweatboxing yourself. Let's go sweatboxing. What do you want to do tonight on this Saturday night? Ooh, let's go sweatboxing. Boxing and then you get sweaty? Why? We have to verb this? Okay, we verbed it. We verbed sweatbox. Next, we have tapao. Tapao? Is that how you say it? It is T-A-P-A-U. It is a transitive verb and also intransitive, and it means to take food or drink from a restaurant or shop where it has been prepared for consumption, ... But I feel like we're missing something. Is this literally just to pick up your food and take it to go? Take it to go. Let's see. Take food. I'm looking this up. And where is this from? This doesn't seem... Yes, here we go. Malaysian and Singaporean. It's a slang term that means to take food or drink from a restaurant or shop for consumption elsewhere. That's literally just it. This is equivalent to the English word takeaway or to go, and originates from the Cantonese phrase da bao, which means to take or wrap. So yes, so this is the verb. Hey, let's do tapao. Let's go tapaoing. to take our food and consume it elsewhere. We don't want to consume it in that location. We want to consume it elsewhere, somewhere that will be determined once we have our food. Once we have tapowed, we will then eat our food. Tapow. Tapow. Next, we have Thomasite. Thomasite. Okay, so it's the name, Thomas, with I-T-E at the end. This is a noun. It is the second form. And it is an American teacher in the Philippines during the period of American occupation, 1899 to 1946, especially one belonging to the first group of teachers who... The first group of teachers who came over there, I guess. So, but they're named after somebody. They're obviously named after somebody named Thomas, probably... let's see, the Thomasites. There's a whole group of people called the Thomasites. They were the first large contingent of over 600 American teachers sent to the Philippines in 1901 to establish a public school system under the U.S. colonial rule. Named after the U.S. Army transport Thomas. Wait, the boat was named Thomas? Thomas the boat engine. That carried them over there. They introduced English as the language of instruction, trained Filipino teachers, and established elementary schools and institutions that formed the foundation of the Philippine education system. Well, education is good. I'm a fan of that. Whether or not they needed it in English is a whole other matter. They could do it in their own language. But, okay, so yeah, there you go. Those are the Thomasites. Why are we adding this to the dictionary now? I don't know. Maybe because it is from the Philippines, and there's been a whole bunch of other Filipino words added. So they're like, this is important, whether or not people were fans of it or not, but it's an important part of history in their world, so let's add it. Okay, next we have thought. T-H-O-T. This is a noun. It is a slang word. You maybe have heard of this. I feel like I've heard people mention this. It is derogatory and offensive, so maybe don't say it. It is a sexually promiscuous woman, also more generally, a disparaging term for a woman, especially a young woman. Well, the word hot is in there. I don't know why the word or the letter T got added. How did the letter T get added? What's the etymology of that? Is it combining hot with something else that starts with the TH? Let's just look up. Where did the word thought come from? Let's see. Well, let's go to this link and see what people had to say. Oh, somebody says it's an acronym? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, but this is clearly why it's disparaging, slang, derogatory. It supposedly stands for that hoe over there. Yeah. It's not nice to be calling people that unless they choose to be called that themselves. So, yeah. Okay. We got another one. Thoughty. T-H-O-T-T-I-E. It is a noun. It is slang, derogatory, and offensive. It's the same thing. A sexually promiscuous woman. Also, more generally, a disparaging term for a woman, especially a young woman. So, yeah, a thoughty. Maybe don't say this. Maybe be cool and not be calling women hoes. And stuff like that. Okay? Okay, cool. If you like this term and you think this fits you so well and you love it for yourself, I'm a big fan of that. But you're not allowed to call other people that. All right. Next, we have tia. T-I-A. Noun. It's a Spanish word. It doesn't say that, but it's a Spanish word, and it means an aunt. A-U-N-T. Like your parent's sister. Also used as a respectful title or form of address for an older woman. So they don't have to literally be your aunt or aunt, as some people say. They could just be, maybe even a friend of the family or just an older woman. You call her tia. Also, sometimes tita. Tio, I think, is uncle. And then it also says tita. Okay, next we have timba. Noun. Timba. What's that song? I'm going down. I'm yelling timba. Haha. Okay, this is a style of dance music originating in Cuba, combining elements of Cuban son, Afro-Cuban folk music, and Latin American salsa, rumba, and mambo with ... It's probably going to say something like with certain types of beats or rhythms or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making it up. But yes, timba is a type of dance music, and it's probably also going to say the dance itself might be timba. I'm going down. I'm yelling timba. All right, we have one more word for this episode, which is the word timebox. It is a noun, and we're going to have the verb in the next episode. So, a timebox noun was originally and chiefly in business, especially in software development. It is a fixed period of time during which a person or team must work to achieve a specific ... a specific goal, task, project. We're in a box of time. We have this amount of time to do this thing. We're in a time box. Let's do it. Okay? That's our time box time. It's like a game. It's like, hey, let's see. Can you do this in this amount of time? Ready, set, go. Time box. All right. Those were all of the words. Did you have any favorites? Feel free to call me a soft lad while I'm eating my spice bag. Look at that soft lad eating that spice bag. All right. That will be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for checking out this show. You're getting ready. We're all getting ready. We've been getting ready for years. We're all getting ready for the G's. Here come the G's. This has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.